Some may look to the idea of the peacock incarnation of Melek Tao's Gnog Nog and the references in some of the grimoires, like number 37 of the Goetia Phoenix, as indicating an evil or a bad sign in the peacock. Sermon 163 of Nahjul Balagah reminds us that the various creatures are all signs of God. Their sizes, shapes, functions, appearances, unlike humans, they are perfectly in obedience to God. I mean, the non-human animals. I mean, some of them are trained by disobedient humans, or they have been let to develop certain behaviors, but existence is brought about by non-existence. Sometimes we wonder why some creatures don't have certain features, certain abilities. Look at the proportion and coloring of the peacock. The peacock is a being of determination. It reminds us of the boats. And certainly some people would have figured some stuff out about sailing by watching the bergs. The peacock conceives more naturally. It reminds us of the heavenly bodies. It reminds us of the treasures of the earth, the flowers and the stones. It's adorned in such a way that it's as if it's of the richest of people. Now, I'm not sure if you could call a peacock proud, but it's pleased with itself, it seems. I mean, I went around I remember a couple places in Oregon that I had visited, and I think I still have pictures in both those places. The Maryhill Museum, they have the, by American Stonehenge. I'm not talking about the Georgia Guidestones, the other. The Gorge, Oregon Washington Gorge, I think it's on the Washington side. When I was there, they had this albino peacock, and then had the other peacocks. But, there's various lessons of what it will do throughout the seasons, and, the sounds that it makes and all that. But we're reminded not to exaggerate in things. Because of what we said about the animal, the peacock itself. And then in the same sermon, we have mention of paradise. And by comparison, the best things of this world are worse than the worst of the good hereafter. The very sounds and smells would be as if intoxicating. But even though we'd be absorbed in the taste and all that, we would be ever aware, ever worshiping. So when we're here, to get there, we seek the company of those who are going to be of that eternal abode. That we prepare for death. So be honored by your continual progress. Saying 327 reminds us that victory is in not being somebody that is a sinner, but being somebody who defeats their evil. Now, of course, by sinner, I mean somebody who's been overcome by sin. Sin's become a dominant feature of them. Saying 328 reminds us that poverty is a failing of the rich. Nowadays, there's these people who